Welcome back to Star Trek Online, everybody. I am your host, the Housecoat Gamer. Today we're taking a look at the Pioneer class in all its forms. The original Pioneer class was developed as a result of, well, problems with the Constitution class, specifically developing its engine. They needed something that could easily be used as a testbed. Enter NX 1500 USS Pioneer. The Pioneer class proved so useful as basically a mini Connie that they put it through a production run. It could perform all the duties of the Constitution, though at the cost of less duration. No 5-year missions. While USS Pioneer would end up at the Fleet Museum, Star Trek Picard, look it up, a number of her sisters, if not the grand majority, were refit to the Pioneer 2 standard. And they served with distinction for quite some time. Of course, as with everything, these ships had to be retired sometime. And by the 2360s, they were all out of service. But with the introduction of the Exeter class, Starfleet decided there was an opportunity to see something new. And as with all things, they went for a theme. What was the ship that carried the pioneers to America? The Plymouth. The Constitution class has seen something of a renewed interest in the last few years, mostly due in part to the Excalibur class, but well, enough about that. It's time to get to the stats. 5 forward weapons, 3 aft. She's a heavy frigate. The second C-Store frigate that's available in-game. With a universal call. Alright, I T6X this thing. With 5 engineering, 3 science, 2 science, and 4 tactical. It's a standard cruiser, albeit rather forward heavy. And as a frigate, with the exception of its engineering slot, it basically operates like a raider. Pilot, commander, engineering, ensign, universal, everything else. With, well, 1 miracle worker slot here, I think. At least I think that's miracle worker. Doesn't look like temporal. Typically I just fly these ships with their standard loadout. Don't really care too much about anything that isn't temporal. Temporal is always best. As for its console and starship trait, the Ridge system. 10% cooldown on bridge pilot abilities. And fires off a salvo of missiles. They hurt. Potentially very useful against Borg, but it's an MMORPG. That's probably going to be the mileage may vary. And a call to arms. You get 3 friends, Pioneer 2 class. Now, I get a lot of flack by not putting these ships into combat. However, I have a pretty good reason for that. Normally, you see me fight in my mission vids. I don't really see the point in extending these reviews any longer than I have to. But is this ship truly worth it? Well, to be honest, it's a fleet grade ship. Its starship trait summons friends. And its console basically allows you to fire missiles. That's always fun. What I'm not happy about, though, is the slapping out of the new material. Fortunately, this is a optional thing. You can remove it if you want to. I'm choosing to. Once I'm done here, I'll be slapping the standard tier 0 material on it. It looks better. But as for actually flying this thing, actually getting it, well, if it's not a science ship, I will gladly fly it. I have no love for science vessels. Not enough conventional firepower, and I'm not a space magic person. I must preface that. I don't do well with space magic. I am very much a conventional shoot them until they die person. And this is more or less a conventional frigate. Cruiser, whatever. MMORPG. But frankly, it's about time this happened. About damn time. Housecoat Gaming, signing